Locked in the top five, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies, as we'll see the national champions from last year, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Washington Huskies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He'll be out of bounds at the 36-yard line after a solid return. The Nittany Lions offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again. Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Trying to beat the D deep. Spreads it inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
The Nittany Lions trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Looking for the goal line. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting a tackle to the ground.
And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Working that left side now. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run, run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That drive covered 55 yards for the score. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington Huskies offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back to throw. It's Dampier. That's caught. It's Otten. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. That penalty cost him a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Quarterback empties his backfield. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Huskies want to crank the tempo.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
He's got it. And eventually taken down. But what about that spin move gives him the 1st down yardage?
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Wants to throw again. Takes a hit as he fires. Makes a connection. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12. To the air, it's Dampier. He wants it all. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Into a massive giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play. So the PI penalty cost the defense 15 and a fresh first down for the Oak. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Creates a little space. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Nittany Lions come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now puts you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. It's Saunders. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. They'll run for it. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the fourth down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. That is no good. And here in the first quarter, we remain tied.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew it.
Brings him to the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Green. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now facing a third and long. Defense showing blitz here. Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Wants to go up top on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D-linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The Nittany Lions have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down.
Gashing the knee on the right. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Tight end now in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
And you'll see this with offenses sometimes, man. They make a big play. They're going to stay aggressive, but the defense did a great job. Gave up one big play. Don't give up another one. They were prepared for it. Nice job defending the pass.
Creates a little room. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
You simply cannot say enough about this tight end and what he means to this offense with his athleticism, getting him going on the option play. He's the pitch guy that time. How about the wheels out on the perimeter of the field? Nobody on defense is home to take care and try to get him down to the ground, and he's able to rumble and stumble and show off the wheels, taking it in for a long touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. App State overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Mountaineers tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. A busy day in the Sun Belt Conference, and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Back to throw, it's Dampier. And the missed connection on third down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is in the air. Wants to return it. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll give it to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And after having a nice gain like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on 2nd down, on 3rd, you won't have that long to go.
Wide open downfield. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
To the air on 1st down. Strong pass rush. Gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, with his speed, they're going to keep blitzing him over and over because you'll get results like that right there. Kind of reminds you of Joe Kelly, a great linebacker at Washington in the 80s, or maybe Mason Foster as well. Those guys...
He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop.
Catch inside the 25. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Dynasty Lions will send out the punt unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Off-play action on 1st down. Buys a little time. He'll pull it down. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it up. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
Finds a little space. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Playing the option man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on 4th down. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's
turning it on. Smashes ahead. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Catch in the middle. It's Green. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Miles ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He'll keep it on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it rated so successful.
He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up 4th down.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Well, the head coach said he was going to be aggressive. 4th and 2 is kind of right on that edge, but he goes for it and gets it done.
He said he was going to be aggressive, and he backed it up. That's
into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Setting up for the extra point and the top. And the extra point is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final to let you know about, a game happening inside CUSA today. Sam Houston Houston rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. One game, I know, fellas, but it could be one to circle when we consider the big picture there in CUSA.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The Dynasty Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Grab near the marker. It's Denmark. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. Just saw one there on the crossing route.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Still looking on the move. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? From the gun, wants to pass. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. It's Dampier. Caught over the middle. It's Otten. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. Washington sends out the punt team.
Number 96, on to punt.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? He wants to start this drive with a pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Smith. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Nittany Lions will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 3rd and long. Makes the grab on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Has it. There he goes. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Might as well give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got a man. It's Denmark. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Inside the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just got one on that last run. Now 2nd and 9 from their own 26. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT'd.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Motion from the wide receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, what a game this guy's been having, living in the opponent's backfield. Already has 2 sacks in the game, and now he gets a TFL. He is so athletic, so quick twitch, so slippery, they just can't block him.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They'll run the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You can tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away.
Great job by the pass rush up front. 3rd and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. To the air, it's Dampier. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Got his man out of the backfield. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. The give to the tailback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hauls it in down the sideline. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
And the Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. Deflected near the end zone.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers this space out in the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. BYU was relentless today in a road win that, frankly, wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Cougars performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield. It's Dampier. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Otten. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So, let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Trying play action. Rush is on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it downfield, and that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down. High the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. Quickly out to the tight end. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Green. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Washington right back to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
A little screen to the running back. Breaks into the open. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains and the screen pass is effective. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Harris. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Quarterback on the keeper. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point pulls them to within 3, 24-21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
Pulls it in. It's Saunders. Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Gain of 20. First down on the offense.
This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. The screen, and watch out. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Power football with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Punch it out of the air. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they execute the in route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. Oh, he got loose. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Huskies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch and stride inside the 15. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Fighting off the defender. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Husky. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when they're throwing because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid return, decent field position as he goes out of bounds at the 30. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. He'll start this drive firing. Quick completion on the out. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold on.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. He makes a catch. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
The Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
28.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense.
And here's the third interception of the night. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. They'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Handoff, keep working on that clock. Oh, what a cut! He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on first and goal. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reynolds. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to pass. It's Dampier. Finds his man. It's Green. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got the back over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Williams. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. And the Huskies are in the hurry-up. Just keeps slinging it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he's got it inside the 25. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it to the back. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Under fire. He's got him. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Otten. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Just over 30 seconds to play. They'll line up for the onside kick, and they've got... It's a fumble! Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.